Hello, eaters. I'm Rifa, and this is Eat Around Indonesia. Today, we are going to a place that is often called as another planet, even though its distance isn't even that far from Jakarta. Well, it is also known for its hot and sunny weather. So, I'm definitely going to try something refreshing today. Any guess of where I am? Well, here's a hint. Welcome to Bekasi. And because today I'm craving cold drinks, my first destination is to Janjian Coffee House, which is the perfect place for when you're janjian with someone, but they turn out to be late because the place is super nice. And it was once a home that is transformed into a coffee shop. So as you can see, it is very homey and feels very cozy. So right now I'm going to place my order because what am I waiting for? Because everything here is very delicious. Wow, eaters, look at this, all of this food in front of me. From the first look, all I can say is the beverages looks very divine. Like, look at it, it's so pretty. But let's not forget about this one right here. So let me just tell you what it is. This is the gyudon, and this is the sticky chicken fingers. And this is naka, which is basically pineapple juice. And this is the coffee cream. Okay, so what should I try first? I think I should try with this one first. So this is naka, the pineapple juice. Okay, so let's try it. Oh, this is very good. It tastes very fizzy, and honestly, it looks like a mocktail, right? But it's actually just a juice. It's very interesting. And you can really taste the pineapple. And as I was told before, this actually has a hint of leche in it, but I can really taste the pineapple. I really love this drink, but for me, if they just add some little bits of pineapple or other fruits in it, it will be very good. Okay, so now we're going to try the sticky chicken fingers. Ooh. Okay, so let's try this tiny piece. Let's take a bite. Okay, so this is an interesting taste because it's basically chicken karage, but the sauce itself, it tastes very oniony, and it's not like your typical barbecue sauce. And it's just very interesting because the tangy flavor is there, and it's kind of sour, and it's just very good. Also, the plating, just the garnish just brings out the color of the chicken itself. I like this one. Yeah, it's good. Okay. So next one, we're going to try the coffee cream, and ooh, it looks very pretty, right? It's just swishing around there. Okay, so let's take a sip. So the thing that I like about these cold foam coffee drinks is that you can really just adjust your own ratio when you drink this kind of drink, because you get the sweetness from the cold foam, the vanilla cold foam up on top, or you can just drink a lot of the espresso shot down here. So it's kind of like, it's very sweet, but at the same time you can adjust it so you can just taste some of the coffee's bitterness. It's really good. For this one, I just want to see, I don't know why, I just want to see like some chocolate toppings on top because it would look very beautiful with this one. Okay, so last one. the gyudon. Look at that onsen egg. Ooh. It looks like it's glistening, don't you think? It looks so appetizing. Okay. Let's give it a try. Now let's slice this onsen egg. Ooh, look at that yolk. Ooh, it just falls apart. Okay, this is very good. Okay, now let's try it. Let's just take this one. Ooh, this is a big bite. Okay, let's go. Wow, this is very good. So this gyudon itself, it's very different from the sticky chicken fingers because the texture, this is a little bit on the crispy side, but this is very smooth and it just goes into your mouth like silk because it's so good. I think the beef itself is very tender and the onion is seared to perfection, and of course that onsen egg is the main star of this dish, okay? Because it just like hugs the dish, and when you just put it in your mouth, it tastes very good. So I can say that the portion here is very good because for the drinks itself, you don't really need like a jug of this because it just, when you order this drink and it comes in this small glass, it's perfect the way it is because you don't need like a tall glass for it, or else you can feel like a little bit full before you even touch the food. And the food itself, the portion is kind of big, and even for this one, it can be like a snack, or you can even add rice if you want a little bit of a heavy meal. And even this one, this is just good on its own because the rice isn't too much or too little, it's just perfect. And if you're going here, I think I would recommend the naka drink and of course the gyudon because I think these are my favorite ones. And besides the food, you can really see that the place just holds its own personality and it draws people in. I'm very sure about that. And as you can see, there's like a photo box. There's just a lot of things that you can do and you can enjoy here at Janjian Coffee House. Okay, eaters, so after this, don't go anywhere because we're going to try other delicious places in Bekasi. Let's travel and eat around Indonesia. From Janjian Coffee House Point, we're now going to our second destination. I'm going to find the famous warung Sunda that's set to serve tasty Sundanese cuisine with an affordable price within a pretty convenient place to eat. Let's check it out! Welcome back, eaters! After drinking some beverages and eating some light meals, I now want to feed myself with something a little bit heavier, which is why we're at our second destination, which actually has a quite unique name. That is Warung Sunda Bekasi Teh Ana. Let's order! Restaurants are usually pretty big and they bundle their menus for an expensive price. But if you're not in the mood for an all-you-can-eat Sundanese cuisine or you want to eat on a budget, you can still taste all of these Sundanese delicacies here. So let's order!
Arif. Nah, Mas Arif, pertama-tama saya mau tanya, warung Sunda ini tuh udah berapa lama sih beroperasi ya?
Berapa lama ya? Dari 2015.
Oh, lama juga ya, 2015. Nah, boleh dijelasin sedikit nggak sih sama menu-menu yang udah ada di depan saya nih sekarang?
Kalau sekarang yang di depan kita ini ada pindang patin, terus brame asam manis, tahu tempe ya pastilah udah ada. Kalau ada tahu tempe ada ayam.
Iya, temennya ya.
Iya. Terus ada karedok juga sama sambal cumi pete.
Oh, yang ini?
Yang ini cumi. Cumi. Ada sih satu lagi harusnya.
Oke.
Pete itu juga menu apa ya? Istilahnya tuh kayak sering laku, orang kebanyakan minatnya. Kalau sambal suka pedes pasti itu nggak ketinggalan.
Oh iya, jadi itu andalan ya.
Iya.
Nah, selain itu berarti menu andalannya di sini apa aja sih?
Kalau di sini kan kalau ayam ya pasti udah umum ya, tapi kan ayam kita ada empat cara masaknya. Ada ayam kalasan, goreng manis, ayam goreng kremes, ayam geprek, sama ayam bakar.
Oke, ini yang ada di sini ayam kremes ya.
Ayam kremes sebetulnya.
Oke. Kalau warung Sunda ini biasanya kalau buka tuh dari jam berapa sampai jam berapa sih?
Kalau sekarang ya kan karena Ramadan kita ngejarnya malam, jadi mungkin bukanya agak siang. Paling jam 9, setengah 10 lah udah ready. Kan kebanyakan di lingkungan sini kan banyak orang yang Katolik, jadi tetap aja ada emang.
Iya, pasti tetap ramai ya.
Iya.
Oke, terakhir nih Mas, dari namanya sendiri kan warung Sunda Bekakak Teh Ana ya kan. Nah, sebenarnya Bekakak itu tuh sebenarnya artinya apa sih? Karena itu kayak unik banget nih tadi pas saya lihat.
Kalau Bekakak tuh sebenarnya saya bukan orang Sunda ya, tapi kan pemiliknya emang orang Sunda. Bekakak tuh katanya artinya tuh ayam utuh gitu loh.
Oh,
jadi kayak
gitu.
Kalau di kampung saya namanya tuh ingkung. Kalau di sini nama Sundanya katanya Bekakak.
Oh, itu
utuh.
Kayak sama-sama suaranya kayak Bekakak.
Iya.
Oke, makasih banyak ya Mas Arif. So, next we're gonna try all of the dishes here. So, let's try it. So, here are all of the dishes that I ordered. Looks like a lot, right? But before we begin eating, I'm gonna quench my thirst because I'm thirsty with this. Ooh, this is a very unique orange juice because there's actually a lot of lime in it. So let's try it. Ooh, I thought it was actually gonna be super sour, but turns out it's actually pretty sweet. This is very good. Okay, so I don't know which one to try first, but let's try the karedok first. Ooh, there's so much components in here. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so let's take a bite. So there's actually a kick of spice in the karedok itself, but it's actually not overpowering the dish itself. And as you can see, there's actually a lot of peanut, and the peanut sauce is the main star of this dish because it just blends everything together, and it's actually pretty crunchy, and the texture is just so good. Let me just take another bite. So good. Okay, so next we're gonna try the ayam kampung kremes. Ooh, look at that. And there's also the tahu tempe on the side. So of course they both go along together. Okay, so let's try it. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the chicken. Okay, let's try it. Okay, I think the interesting part of this chicken is the kremes itself. It's not, you know how sometimes kremes actually tastes very just flavorless and it just adds the crunch to the chicken, but this kremes is actually, it actually melts in your mouth and it's not like a super crunchy kremes. And I think it just goes along well with the tender chicken because it all just melts in your mouth and it's so good. Even the skin is pretty crispy right now. Let's try it with the rice. I really like the fact that the rice is still warm. So when you try it with all of the dishes, it just tastes very good. Okay, so I forgot to try it with the cabe pete cumi. So let's take a little. Ooh. It's actually not that spicy at all. It just adds a lot more flavor into the already good chicken itself. It's actually pretty tasty. I think a lot of you eaters who like pete and just a kick in your mouth would like this sambal very much. Okay, let's try the pete. Can you hear that crunch? It's so good. But it gets a little bit spicy when you don't eat it with rice. So be careful of that. Next, we're going to try this pindang patin. And look at the fish. It's so tender that it just, see? You can just scrape it off the bone. It's so good. Okay, let's try it. The broth itself tastes very fresh, and because of the delicate fish, it all just comes together. And it actually has a little bit of spice in it too. So I think for you guys spice lovers, you can definitely try eating here. Don't forget the rice. I actually like to eat the rice with the broth like this. Ooh. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna try the tarong balado now. The sauce actually looks kind of dark, and I don't know if this is gonna be spicy or not. Okay, so let's try it. Let's eat it with rice. The spice really just comes in the end, because when you first eat it, it just feels like a burst of flavor, and the terong is actually very soft. The terong spice itself actually comes in the end when you start to eat it, because at first there's just a burst of flavor, and when you first eat it, the terong feels very soft and tender, and it's so good. You know, sometimes when terong isn't cooked properly, it comes out as kind of hard, but this is not like that at all. I can feel the spiciness coming now. I'm gonna take a drink. This actually helps a lot with the spiciness, and it's so refreshing. Okay, so now before we go to the gurame, I'm gonna try to take a bite of the tahu tempe. Is it gonna be that good? The tempeh is actually very big. Okay, so now for the tahu. The tahu is still so juicy inside. It's very delicious. Okay, so now eaters, for the grand finale, we're gonna pour the sauce asam manis onto this gurame. Let's see. Okay, so let's pour this. To eat it, so let's try it. Ooh, the fish also comes off pretty easily. I'm gonna take some onion here and take a bite. This is the best one, I think. I think this is my favorite because the sweet and the sour sauce actually comes together pretty well, and After eating all of the hardcore spicy food here, this really comes down the tongue and the taste. Ooh, look at that. The onion itself gives the fish some texture, so it doesn't feel like you're eating just the same thing over and over again. I think it would go very well with the rice. Cheers! So good. Okay, so eaters, if you want to come to Warung Sunda Bakaka Teh Ana, I think you know what my recommendation is, because it is this gurame sauce asam manis. This is out of this world. Wow, I am 100% full. I have tasted the refreshing beverages of Janjian Coffee House Point and the tasty ikan saus asam manis of Warung Sunda Bakaka Teh Ana. Since Bekasi is claimed to have a lot of delicious food and beverages, I think we should do another episode and visit a lot more places. That's our trip for the day, eaters. Keep on following my journey to different districts to gain new insights and recommended places to eat around Indonesia. I'm Reva. See you. Bye.